The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated, or Jahy-sama wa Kujikenai, is an anime airing during the summer 2021 anime season. It focuses on a demon lord's second in command who's sent to the human realm after she loses a battle to a magical girl hero. Even worse for her, she's transformed into a childlike form, and can only return to her original form for limited amounts of time with her monocrystal necklace. Jahy's goal is to collect more monocrystals in order to get her old form back permanently and return to the demon realm. I think it's easy to judge this show by its cover. I mean, I certainly did. To start, it's technically an isekai, and we already have a boatload of other isekai shows this season, so I didn't really think it would stand out. Plus, I had the expectation that changing the demon form into a lolly appearance would be kind of uncomfortable and weird. However, I'm happy to say that at least so far, my initial expectations for this show have been totally wrong. The reason I gave this show a chance was, funnily enough, the music. I'm a huge Hololive fan, and I had read that the ending theme was sung by Momosuzu Nene, Minato Aqua, and Ozora Subaru. The song is, as expected, an absolute banger, but what I didn't expect was that I'd also get really invested in the show. The Great Jahy isn't necessarily unique in its premise, as the whole powerful being has to live a mundane human life and work a job has been done before in things like The Devil is a Part-Timer and I Couldn't Become a Hero, so I reluctantly decided to get a job. What is unique about this show is just how helpless Jahy is so far. Jahy isn't just weak in that she's lost virtually all of her power. She's also weak in that most of the time she has to walk around looking like a child. And that's why I think Jahy's transformation actually ends up being a really effective storytelling tool. She goes from second in command in her entire realm to having zero authority and zero strength. That means that every bit of progress she makes is earned through hard work or through learning to rely on others, both of which are things she's never had to do in the past. It's funny to watch a cocky being humbled into having to pay her rent or having to put up with annoying customers for fear of losing her job. It's also worth noting that while the show does have fan service, it never happens while Jahy is in her small form, which makes things a lot less weird than I was expecting. And it's just so adorable to see her throwing a tantrum or doing a Naruto run down the street. Another thing I like about the Great Jahy is the characters. The two people Jahy has the most interaction with are sisters, one of whom is her boss, while the other is her landlord. Both of them have seen Jahy's small form and are aware of her real identity, but they don't care or act like it's strange. Instead, they treat her as a normal human. Jahy sometimes gets in conflicts with them, but they're able to easily overpower her. Plus, in 2 episodes, it's already clear that these humans are having an impact on Jahy. For example, after the boss tells her to smile while working, you can see that she actually follows those instructions later on. The other major character so far is Druge, a subordinate who also came from the demon realm. I don't want to say too much about what she does because she's provided some of the best comedic moments so far. I think the best way to describe her is a cross between Darkness from Konosuba and Demiurge from Overlord. Now, let's talk a little bit about the animation. It's not the flashiest I've ever seen, but it's also not lazy. The quality is solid. The studio behind the show is Silverlink, which is also doing 2 other shows this season, My Next Life as a Villainess Season 2 and Make You Black Company, both of which are also isekai. Since The Great Jahy is largely a slice-of-life/comedy show, there's not a lot of things that would need fancy animations, but I've noticed that it has a good variety of shots and doesn't rely too much on things like panning as a stand-in for animation. And lastly, I'd like to talk about the voice cast of The Great Jahy. Jahy is voiced by Naomi Ozura, who you might recognize as Satanichia from Gabriel Dropout or Uzaki-chan. She really puts her all into the role, which involves a lot of yelling and switching between older and younger personalities. I think she was a great choice. The side characters have some impressive actresses behind them as well. Jahy's boss is voiced by Ai Kayano, known for roles like Darkness in Konosuba, Shiro in No Game No Life, and Alice in SAO Alicization. Druge is voiced by Kana Hanazawa, known for Tenshi from Angel Beats, Shiro from Deadman Wonderland, and Akane from Psycho-Pass, among many others. And the landlord's voice actress is Yoko Hikasa, who's played roles like Kirigiri from Danganronpa, Utahime from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Mio from K-On! Everyone has given strong performances so far, and they match the energy of their characters well. Overall, I'm glad I gave The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated a shot, and didn't just judge it based on the description and promotional art. I think it has the potential to be one of the most fun shows this season, and it's got a very talented cast behind it. And if nothing else, please listen to the ending song because the Hololive girls did an amazing job. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing for weekly content. I'm Matrix from Matrix AM, Anime, and more, and I hope you have a great day.